So we come to the 16th move of the whole 18 form qigong sequence. This is added on to the 8 brocades, and then right at the end there's a 9 form. So basically there's 35 moves. This is the 16th of 18 form qigong sequence added on to the 8. So this is the 24th move of the whole 35. Again, a bit confusing there, but I just stuck 3 forms together. Doesn't really matter. I put the 35 in brackets and the number next to it. So again, you can do this in sequence, or you can do this individually, because I go right into the breathing, a bit of a mixture of the breath. Rather than traditional route with the qigong, it breathes into the belly like a balloon. More sort of meditative breath to massage the organs, etc. So in short, we're going down more the Pilates route with it, and the yogic route, and the hypnotherapy type breath route. Bit of a mixture of the breaths, but it is just breathing. Don't get too caught up on it. Again, there's a slightly more advanced yogic breath, but again, don't really worry about that. Just go into the breath, and again, I'm not going to link. I'm only going to do a little bit of the movement, mainly the breath, about 10 minutes pretty much on the breath, and then go into the move. So this one's called the spinning wheel, and within the traditional forms, it's, as with all them moves within the forms, they're linked to specific organs. They believe in Chinese medicine, they believe these to help specific organs, and electromagnetic rivers running to them, nadis, meridians, whatever you want to call them. This one's believed to help the kidneys, as with all bending exercises generally do in most forms. Remember, there's 40,000 forms. They're all going to be varied a little bit. Kidneys, pericardium, which is like the heart lining, the bowels, and the liver on the right-hand side of the body. But again, I'm a general believer in whatever you focus on, you move towards. So if you focus on a different ailment or organ, whatever it is, and you want to work on that, you can do that. If you really want to do that, focus on that, and that will benefit that area. They do tend to vary sometimes within some forms. There's so many different forms, there's going to be variations. But again, I digress. That's a bit of a short one. I've done the traditional stuff on other videos. We're going to go straight in with the breathing. So, unlike the traditional form, we're going down the Pilates path with this. We're going to zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take the navel towards the spine. I'm going to go a little bit of detail with them muscles to give you a bit of an awareness. If you get your thumbs from the hips, okay, round to touch each other, that's the end of your pelvic floor, okay? And your corset muscle, your powerhouse, your girdle strength is 3 layers deep, linking onto this B-line, bikini line, belt line, whatever you want to call that. That's called the transverse abdominis. So from here, pelvic floor, corset, they both go together to segmentally stabilize your spine. So you can't do one without the other, but I go for them segmentally. So zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. You're going to keep them 2 middle fingers there, or just let them go, I would. That's just more to give you an awareness of where their muscles are. Now, as you do that, you're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips, as you're still zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals. Remember, you can't do one without the other. They link on like cling film. But again, do that segmentally. Zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, and breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips in the usual Pilates manner, okay? As if you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips, that out breath. That works like a cough or a sneeze as you're doing that right now. Naturally helps us zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals like a cough or a sneeze. As you, that throws on that corset, helps you embrace the abdominals, then 3 layers of abdominals coming in towards the spine. As soon as you tuck in, you engage that corset muscle, the powerhouse, the girdle of strength. And as you're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals right now, and simply breathing and allowing that simplicity to relax the mind, that's going to help you segmentally stabilize the spine. Sometimes it's a bit like an amnesia. You don't know these muscles are there. You can't use them in the correct fashion. If If you know they're there, you can use them in the correct fashion as you still breathe in through the nose and exhale through pursed lips as you're zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, taking the navel towards the spine. Now again, that's the Pilates breath in short. That's going to help us breathe low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Okay, so keep on as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, breathing in low and deep into these lower lobes of lungs, intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Keep breathing into these fish gills wide and full, as though someone's opening an umbrella inside your rib cage and letting go, or someone's just pushing out from inside your ribs and letting go. That lovely, free, expansive breath. Okay. So someone's opening an umbrella inside your rib cage and letting go, or someone's just pushing out from inside your ribs and letting go. Now again, we're going to go slightly down with a more yogic manner with that. Nearly Ashtanga breath, not quite. We're going to close the mouth and breathe in and out through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Now again, that's going to make a smaller filter. And it's going to help us lengthen the whole wheel cycle of the breath. Okay, so just allow that to happen as you're still zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals. That's going to help you breathe still into these lower lobes of lungs. The only difference is you're breathing out through the nose. That filtering breath, more cleansing breath, yogic breath. Now as you do that, you'll feel you want to naturally allow the out breath to fall longer than the in breath. So allow that to happen, or consciously take your mind to that out breath, okay, that exhale. And rather than the breath breathe you, you're going to breathe the breath. You're going to go to the exhale and elongate the exhale for as long as you like, within your limits. Quadruple it, double it, triple it, whatever you like. The out breath, just make it longer than the in breath. If you go down that sort of hypnotic path there, or the hypnotherapy type breathing of elongating the out breath longer than the in breath, that's going to encourage all the benefits of the parasympathetic nervous system, sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation, all benefited by elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. Even cellular communication is improved. Okay, organ function, digestion, sleep, all the things you don't think about, and rest, and that health and renewal, all benefited from elongating the out breath longer than the in breath, just helping our natural state of well-being on that elongated out breath. As you allow the simplicity to relax the mind, you can stay with that breath. Okay, if you want to make it slightly more advanced yogic breath, we can go to Ujjayi breath. If you can't get this, don't worry, just carry on breathing as you're zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, in and out through the nose, and elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. If you want to add the Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit, we're going to grip at your esophagus and make this sort of soft, sweet, sighing, whistling breath, Ujjayi breath. So you grip at your esophagus and you make this sound. It's like a... Shoulders stay down though, and it's a... with the mouth shut. Sort of sighing, whistling, silky, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, that raspy sound from the back of the throat, seashore breath. Okay, it's a... and it's a... shoulders down. Sort of like a focusing breath. If you can't get it, don't worry. Carry on doing your breathing. If you can get that, then that's great. Okay, that'll give us something more to focus on. Whatever breath you're doing, be aware of the sound of the breath, the feel of the breath as it weaves that tapestry of relaxation in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body at will. Okay, if you get that Ujjayi breath, that's great. That'll help you focus even more. Okay, sort of natural focusing breath. When we're trying to focus on something, we're overemphasizing that focusing breath. Okay, sometimes we're doing a fine motor skill like threading the needle, a bit sort of DIY, trying to bang a nail in. We're do that sighing breath, but we're overemphasizing that. That gives the mind something to focus on within your breath. Okay, Lovely, focusing breath there. Ujjayi breath helps us fan the fire to burn the toxins in the body, helps us build the heat within the body, gives the mind something to focus on. Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit. Lovely, that helps us stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control, etc. But otherwise, just carry on with that other breath that we started on. Okay, if you can get the Ujjayi breath, great. You might not be ready for it yet. So we're going to link this in a sort of vinyasa, breath synchronized motion in Sanskrit, Ujjayi breath, victorious breath in Sanskrit, or not. Okay, see what suits you. Okay, same breathing. We're going to link that to motion in vinyasa. Now again, we're going to come in only as deep as you like. Feet hip width apart or slightly wider, but I would only go as deep as you keep the knees in line with toes. I'm sticking to the old school sort of Iyengar yoga principles of alignment. Knees in line with toes, no deeper. If you want to go deeper, tailbone down, but only as low as you keep the knees in line with toes. Okay, but again, there'll be other schools of thought on that. But again, I'm going to stick with that, the Iyengar yoga principles there. So again, we're going to come back. It's a circular motion. You're going to breathe in whenever you like. And just exhale. At any time, breathe in. When you've let that elongated exhale, a bit sharper, then exhale for as long as you like. Only going down as deep as you keep the knees in line with toes, stand up high, or going down as deep as you like. Breathe in through the nose, a bit sharper, then the out breath, and exhale for as long as you like, and simply start again when you're ready. Again, when you've done enough on that side, you breathe in and you exhale for as long as you like, keeping the shoulders down, that lower abdomen's being squeezed like a pump or a bellows with the breath, the motion, the movement. Just get lost in the breath, the motion, the movement, lovely spherical motion, just massaging all the organs in a spiral-like fashion. That spiral like energy coming up from the ground as you elongate the out breath longer than the in breath. Again, so again, you do whatever you like with that motion. The most important bit is the breathing. Ujjayi breath or not, just elongate the out breath longer than the in breath and simply start again. Nothing set the motion with that one. And that's the spinning wheel, the 16th move of the 18th form qigong sequence. Got the bouncing the ball next, the 17th, and then you got the close of the 18th form, and then it's the starting of the next 9 form to finish. Lovely. Bang.